Hello and welcome back to another edition of your Cattail Creek Country Club Insider. As always, I'm Lauren Thompson, back again to provide all the latest news and updates from around the community as we head into a fresh new year. So let's get started. Lots going on at the club this January. Join our assistant clubhouse manager, Faith Davis, as she walks us through these fun events. Cattail brunch, arcade family game night, trivia night, ballet brunch, return of Wednesday night sushi, and a new menu. Check this out.
Hey Cattail Creek members, it's Faith here, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about our 2025 events. Happy New Year to everybody, let's get into it. Starting with our Cattail brunch on Sunday, January 12th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. We've got an a la carte brunch for you and everybody to enjoy. Then we have our arcade family game night on January 16th. That is a Thursday at 5:30 p.m. and it's perfect fun games and all for the family. We have our trivia night on January 23rd, which is also a Thursday. Trivia will actually begin at 6:30. You'll make your reservations for this in the dining tab. The last thing we have for you guys is new this year. We have our ballet brunch, which is January 26th, also a Sunday. We've got performances from live ballerinas and a buffet brunch for everybody to enjoy. Additionally, we have a new winter menu for everyone starting January 8th, as well as our sushi night specials returning on January 16th. Thanks so much. I hope to see you guys at all of our events and to try out our new menu this winter.
Our golf staff will be walking us through exercises and practices to help your game during the winter months. Those stepping in to help out are Evan Mankey, Assistant Golf Professional, Aiden Wyckoff, Assistant Golf Professional, Camden Round, Assistant Golf Professional, and Ricky Serrano, Director of Golf Instruction.
Hey Cattail Creek, this is Assistant Golf Professional Aiden Wyckoff here. Just coming with some tips and tricks that I use here in the winter and the off season to practice my short game and putting around the house or the office, or even if you can come inside to the indoor bay and practice on the turf putting mat. This is something that's called the well putt. So I use this to practice my speed control indoors whenever it's rainy or cold. I can come inside and work on my speed control with this. So they have it marked off for 3, 6, and 10 feet. So what I usually do is you're working on getting the golf ball to the hole. So we don't want to leave any putts short from inside 3 and 6 feet. 10 feet as well is something that we want to make sure we get to the hole. So with this checkered here is the bad zone. We want to get our golf ball past the first half of the hole with every putt that we hit on this mat. This back here is the good zone. So anything within this orange line here is something that we're trying to get close to the hole, no farther than 2 feet past the hole. A lot of times 3 putts come from hitting the first putt either way short, missing the second putt, or hitting it way past the hole and missing the comebacker for par. So from 3 feet, I'm really trying to get to my target, which is here, roll over that center target, but go no further than this back here behind it in the good zone. So if I'm working on my stroke, I want to make sure I take it back the same as I follow through. I don't want to take a really long backstroke and then follow through. I want to make sure it's nice, good rhythm. We're working on hitting our target here with good pace. So I hit that one a little firm, right? So the 6-footer, I hit my target. It may have gone in if it was a hole, but since it's a putting mat, we're working on speed. I hit that way too hard. So I need to practice more on keeping it within 2 feet from behind the hole. There's a better putt. So that was better speed. I missed the target, but I have an easy tap in. So now I'm going to go back 10 feet. So I left that one short. So within that bad zone, we want to make sure we get it to the hole so it has a chance to go in no matter, speed and line. We just got to be able to match it up. So if I can work on making sure I get all my putts to the hole, but we're not hitting it too far past, that'll give me a lot more 2 putts in 2025. Hope you guys have a happy new year and look forward to seeing you all in the spring.
Hey everyone, it's Cam, your newest Cattail Assistant Pro. A little tip for the winter time to keep up with your swing and everything, and this is great for the household too, is taking any one of your golf clubs and putting your hands right atop the club head. Now, if you're able to, swing the entire way without hitting yourself with the extension of the shaft going to the left of you, then you'll be swinging properly. If by chance you start swinging and you keep hitting yourself you know you're flicking your wrist through, and we can't have that. That's an early release. So proper swing practice indoors in a confined space. Put your hands right above the club head, swing with that shaft to the left of you, and you shouldn't hit yourself. It's called the Punisher for a reason.
Hey, Cattail Creek, Evan Minke here, assistant golf professional. I'm here to give you a tip over the winter time to keep your game in shape for the upcoming 2025 season. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about chipping, short game, and then working into your distance control wedges with an emphasis on low point control and rotation over hand use in the golf swing. So what I'm working on, this is what I've been working on in my golf swing in the wintertime here. I tend to have a lot of wrist movement through the golf swing and not a whole lot of rotation when it comes down into impact. And therefore my club face doesn't sway square long enough. So we're going to talk about it. And chipping to start, I've got my trusty training aid here. It's called a connector. You might have seen it online with Rory using it. So the main thing that I do right now before what I've been working on is I tend to have too much wrist movement in my chip shots, and therefore I can be inconsistent and I don't have enough body rotation. So what this training aid does for me is allow me to rotate my body and then rotate my body on the way through and minimize how much wrist movement is happening through impact. The other really important thing that I like to focus on at all times when I'm chipping is my low point control. If you're doing any sort of this movement while chipping, your low point, meaning where the club is at its lowest throughout the golf swing, is changing throughout the swing. We want it to be as consistent as possible so that we're making our low point the same every single time. If you can make your low point the same every time, you're going to contact the ball the same every time. So I visualize the center of my chest as my low point. I get rotation, and I stay centered through the shot. And we couple that together with my training aid to hopefully take some of my hands out of the swing and improve my distance control. So we're working low point and swing. So we have a little chip shot there, and then you can work this into your more full swing as well. So as you get bigger and bigger with your swing, the concept stays the same. So instead of a 15-yard shot, let's say I have a 50-yard shot. I take it back a little further, but the concept is still there. I take some of my hands out of it. I'm just turning more and staying nice and centered with my low point. Turn up to the top, nice and centered through the ball. Hopefully you can work on that, and hopefully that helps you out with your game.
Hi, Ricky Serrano here, Director of Instruction at Cattail Creek Country Club. Wishing everyone a happy holidays and a happy new year. I'm going to give you a tip that you can work on during the off season. Many of you struggle with the chicken wing. And if you know what I mean, what the chicken wing is where everyone looks like this at impact, right? We all hate that look. Well, what causes a chicken wing is you releasing at the ball instead of towards the target. Let me explain. So if I'm going towards the ball, all my energy is going here. So my body has no time to get out of the way. So that's what happens. This arm can't go because the body's in the way. So what we need to do is make sure that the body gets out of the way so the arms can swing. It's no different than throwing a baseball. You use the ground so the body can get out of the way and you can throw the baseball, throw a punch. It's no different. So what we do here is we want to learn to get the body out of the way so this arm can swing. And same thing on the downswing. As I'm going towards my target, my body gets out of the way and my arms can swing. So I'm going to give you 2 exercises for you to work during the off season. The first one is get yourself a kettlebell